What's going on, you guys? So, later on this week, we got a fight coming up, a big fight. Terrence Crawford versus Kell Brook. Now, going into this fight, a lot of people was dismissing Kell Brook, saying that he's over the hill, things of that nature, right? But now, I noticed that a lot of fans is starting to feel that Kell Brook has a chance. Kell Brook spoke, and his self-belief is very believable. You know, you really believe the shit that Kell Brook is saying. He truly believes that he's going to go out there and upset Terrence Crawford. He truly believes it. So if he believe it, I believe it, right? You know what I'm saying? Because you can kind of feel a man's energy and tell, especially if you've been doing this shit long enough and watching fights and watching fighters, and if you're a good guy that can read it, a guy that can read energy and body language and stuff like that. I think Kell Brook really believes that he's going to go out there and make a statement. But unfortunately for him, he's in there with a guy named Terrence Bud Crawford. And Terrence Crawford, in my opinion, is everything that they say he is. And I'm not a guy who comes out here and make these type of claims. I'm a guy who normally has like, okay, let's just sit back and wait to see what happens. I went home yesterday, right, from work, and I'm like, you know what, let me just watch some Bud fights, right? I sat back and just watched some Crawford fights, some older fights. I watched the Ricky Burns fight, and that was a fight where he went to the UK in hostile territory. He was fighting on Matchroom. He was in the Sky Sports. Not a black face in the crowd, right? Packed house, packed. I mean, that UK crowds be, them bikes fans over there be incredible, right? Crawford went over there and shut that boy down. Went over there and shut him down at home. Ricky Burns probably only got about a good 2 rounds. And the guy that was one of the guys that was commentating was literally a Bud hater. It was crazy to see that, you know what I'm saying? You could tell the other guy was trying to be more objective and, you know, be fair. And he was really, you could tell he was kind of favoring Crawford, the other guy. But the younger guy with the accent, he was really just, he's not that good to me and all that, but he's shutting your boy down. Completely down. Shut Ricky Burns completely down. And for you guys like, why are you talking about Ricky Burns? Well, because Adrian Broner didn't even want to go over there and take his belt. You know what I'm saying? But Bud went over there and took that belt. Came back home, rest is history, right? So I watched more fights of Crawford's. You know what I'm saying? Just looking for holes, right? Looking for things that Kell Brook could possibly exploit. And to be honest with you guys, there's not many things that I could see. There is not, okay? It's not. Terrence Crawford is a guy that you're going to have to knock out to beat. You hit him, he's going to be coming to hit you back with some more. You're not going to push this dude back. He may take a step back to get some space, you know what I'm saying? But as far as him getting pushed back to the ropes or getting pushed into a corner, not happening. He'll rather take a punch in mid-range, you know, deal with that, than you pushing him back. That's how competitive this dude is, man. You know, I think he's that good. I think he could beat anybody that you put in front of him. I really do believe that. It's more so his mentality that leads me to believe this, his competitive edge. He has that Michael Jordan-esque type of competitiveness. Kell Brook is more of a textbook fighter. Good jab, good straight right hand. He clinches well, shit like that, right? Really textbook, but really good fundamentals. Terrence Crawford, he has these fundamentals, but he also has his own book. And when you're a guy that has your own book, then that's when things get a little tricky in that ring. Crawford has his own book. And then, not to mention, his punch variety. He has a lot of different punches he could throw. From any angle, sweeping, short, check, straight, looping, from all kinds of different angles, uppercuts, body shots. He does it all. Fight backwards, fight laterally, fight coming forward, fight at all ranges. Right? And he's, not to mention, he's an exciting fighter, okay? Crawford did a lot of good things in a lot of his fights that leads people to believe that he really is the goods in the sport. It's the things that he do in the ring. Against, he really do make these guys that's pretty good fighters. He may not have that super name on his resume, but the guys that he fought, pretty good fighters, right? He make them look ordinary. Thomas Delorme just went 12 rounds with Jamal James. Terrence Crawford smoked him. And Delorme was coming down in weight to fight Bud. Smoked him. Pull counters, all type. I mean, everything. It's almost crazy, right? I don't think a lot of people really pay attention to Terrence Crawford. And I don't even think I was until I actually went back and watched the fights. And even though I got a lot of highlight videos and stuff I edited, I just wanted to go back and watch these fights in their entirety and just, you know, see the adjustments as they're being made and shit like this. Sometimes you just need a refresher. And Kell Brook is going to be in for a long fucking night. All you boys from here in America that's pulling for Kell Brook, the odds are too good not to take that bet, right? I get it. But for you guys that just don't like Bud or think Kell Brook's going to come out here and beat this guy, it's not happening. It ain't happening. It's just not happening. He may get a couple of rounds here and there. He might. But Crawford has a longer reach, right? Like a 74-inch reach. That's pretty long for a welterweight. He has a super welterweight's reach. Kell Brook has a lightweight's reach, which is like 69. So Kell Brook is going to have to really get in the line of fire, and Crawford can fight at all ranges, man. It's going to be a masterclass performance, I think, from Bud. Bud knows that he's fighting a guy that has nothing to lose, and he's going to be looking to make a statement. Kell Brook been preparing for this fight, so I'm not looking for no excuses. I'm not looking for no eye excuses. Kell Brook said his eyes are okay. He said he got metal plates in his eyes now, and then the bone healed over it, so he ain't worried about his eyes. I'm not looking for none of that no more. No more excuses. You got a lot of Americans even thinking that Kell Brook is going to pull off the upset, rooting for Kell Brook to beat our boy here in America, Terrence Crawford. It's going to be a really good fight, man. I got a lot of respect for Kell Brook, so don't think I'm coming on here slighting him. I got a lot of respect for Kell Brook. You know what I'm saying? How can I not respect that type of fighter, right? A guy who's willing to take a chance, willing to take a risk, willing to put it all on the line. Got to respect it. But unfortunately for him, he's in there with Terrence Bud Crawford, and Terrence Crawford is the best boxer in the world today. Like, subscribe, Hodge Boy. Peace out.